Good morning, and today I'm in Norfolk, and as you can see, out in Jaffa again. This week we're at a caravan park just south of North Walsham. It's called Two Mills Caravan Park, and I want to show you, if you can see that there, I have connected it to the site power. I've been able to run stuff off power inside for the first time, so yay me. Anyway, lovely little site this, to show you. Really nice place. Yeah, just south of North Walsham. So, can you guess what park run I'm doing tomorrow? You'll find out later. Anyway, so came up here yesterday, set up, had a wander into town, and now wandering out across the Norfolk landscape. So you see, this is a massive hill for Norfolk. What about, it makes Essex look like the Himalayas, really. Yes, 3 different levels to this site. Anyway, I'm here. Had a nice wander and explore yesterday, and today I'm going to head to the coast, which should be, I think, a couple of miles in that direction. We shall find out. And this hill is tough, So let's take a quick look at where I'm walking from today, and I'll come back to this map throughout the video just to give you an idea of whereabouts I am, and also so you can follow along if you want. So I'm starting around just to the south of North Walsham in the caravan park here, and then heading out towards the east along what's Field Lane, and then the main road through Whitehorse Common. So we're just out of the park now. Over there is North Walsham. Around here, lots of Norfolk fields. And one thing that I noticed when I came up here yesterday is there's obviously a house around here, some big house around here somewhere, because there's gates for it. I think it must just be behind that drop over there. But it's called, the gates here, the birdhouse. And the weird thing about that is I'm here only for a couple of nights. I would have come longer, but Sunday I've got to go down to London because I'm going to see They Might Be Giants, whose biggest hit, of course, was Birdhouse in Your Soul, which I'm not going to sing, and I'm going to claim that for copyright reasons. And you can't prove anything different. Oh yeah, tree-lined path down here, well, road, track. And I think I'm heading for these woods here. So actually, it's slightly hillier than I thought, but not, well, hilly. I say hilly, it's not really a hill, is it? It's 10 metres down, 10 metres up, so, but it's Norfolk, so it counts as a hill. So it's coming through a village here called Whitehorse Common, I think, according to the map. I'll tell whether that's the name of the village or the name of a place next to the village, which otherwise doesn't have a name. So I'm assuming it's Whitehorse Common. Lovely little village, yeah. But no, the coast here is quite interesting because it sort of slopes down to the southeast. So when you're coming from this direction, so I'm heading east towards it, you can just sort of watch the road and you can sort of find yourself on the map looking for a route. And you end up sort of keep sloping away from it, never actually reaching the coast. It's a bit Xeno. So I'm taking what I think should be a relatively straightforward way to get there, and we'll see. And so from Whitehorse Common I went down the main road, which is Happysborough Road, over the canal at Ebridge, and then up into Beckton Woods. There's the mill side. what comes off the spillway here and then carries on down towards the sea. A big mill pond. I don't really know enough about the hydrology and the engineering of all these things, but over vacation I think there's people over there about to go canoeing or whatever, maybe paddle boarding. I'm gonna go Laurie's way. Don't know who Laurie is. We'll find out. So it turned out Laurie's way went along what's now I discover is a canal, built in the 1820s for the mills along there. That heading off along the canal wasn't the path I needed to take, but it didn't head off down there. I discovered it before I went down there. So instead I'm following this route. It's very nice, by some horses and some trees, up into the woods up ahead there. And here we are in the woods. It's the Backton Woods. Very nice. Quite quiet today. Just saw one man walking his dog. Not sure if these are ancient or modern. Well, some of the trees out there look very orderly in line, so I'm assuming they've been planted there. But then this bit feels a bit wilder. I don't know if that's ancienter. Of course, the real tell for ancient woodlands that I know is looking for bluebells. But if you see bluebells in November, there's something gone very, very wrong. So there's lots to pass through and lovely colours at the moment. We're right into depths of autumn, end of November, middle of November, isn't it? But yeah, lovely colours, leaves falling everywhere. Didn't plan that. One solitary leaf falling down, but yeah. Nice little wander through here. Leaving Beckton Woods behind, I returned to the back roads across open country. These are really quiet roads, not much traffic about, so very safe and easy to walk on. This took me to the church at Witton, St Margaret's, and then from there across the open fields, back on the footpaths again, heading up towards Pollard Street. So, made it to the church, and the sun is actually starting to come out. Get some blue sky above us. Really nice. Let's have a look at the church. This big tower. Very old graves. When I was a kid, I used to have a thing for graveyards. I'd go around and try and find the oldest graves in there. And amazingly, I didn't grow up to be a goth. And I would bet a lot of money that house is called the Old Vicarage. It looks like they only have a service here every couple of weeks. It's sort of a regular church. Oh, hello. I think we're going to have to go in and check that out in a minute. And here we are inside the church. Oh, you can hear my voice echo there. Amazing acoustics as ever in somewhere like this. Harvest decorations still up. Now, yeah, they had some apples, they didn't have any cake. Obviously, sold out of that. Could have bought some jam, don't really need it. But it's a nice little thing, they've got a little sort of permanent jumble sale. Got books there and bric-a-brac there. So hoping to raise money for the church. It's a lovely old building. It's in there about the round tower churches of Norfolk, so I'll have to look up some more information on that. And I can't now, obviously, but there are steps up the tower. So there's a height restriction, and I presume that's probably going to be maximum. That does not look very wide. Going up the ladder, there's probably weight as well, so I wouldn't be able to make it. But the interesting thing is, somewhere in here, there are literally bats in the belfry. But I was fascinated, yeah, these churches you often find almost in the middle of nowhere. There's quite a few in Essex, quite away from the nearest village, but I think one of the clues, of course, around these is just down there. That building's called Manor Farm. Manor, I think, is the key there, because what you'll find, one thing I found walking around Essex, oh, that's a lovely window, is you'll get these big churches which obviously serve the area around, because there's, you know, these are old, probably were Catholic originally, now Church of England. So they'd serve the area, but where they would be built near what would have been the Lord of the Manor's house. So obviously he wouldn't have to walk far on Sunday to go to church, whereas everyone else would have to trudge across the fields to get here. But one of the things you find because of that is all the routes that people used to take to get to church, which is one of the ones we've taken on. I think that there you can, I think just running down there where those trees are, if you see, it looks like the path I'm going to take away from here. But all these paths that people used to walk on to get to church, they're now rights away, because they've been used since, I think it's very time immemorial. People have been using them back and forth for so many years, they've become customary rights away. Which means one of the reasons that you walk, when you walk across the English countryside, I think a lot, especially a lot around here in East Anglia, is you'll keep helping from church to church, because that's where the paths often tend to lead up to. And that's how history echoes down into the present. And feudalism still lingers on in the landscape. Anyway, got a gorgeous winter sun just breaking through the clouds, quite low. Blue skies around. Church. Yeah, this is the path I was talking about earlier. I was saying earlier about these ancient paths and right to way. You can see it here, this track worn across the field. Just look around here. Glorious day now. Still chilly, I mean it's November, but the sun's out. And then we come off that bit. It's this lovely old track here. Tree-lined pathway. somewhere up here. I should head off to the right and aha, I see the sign. There we go. Leave this behind and come this way. Oh, and another lovely old path. Lovely autumnal trees. At Pollard Street, I'd cross the main road and then take a back road northward. This would take me to another church, and then from that church, I'd find a path that would lead me all the way to the sea at Pacton. Okay, we're out of the fields, just crossed the mainish road, back onto another back road. Lovely arches of trees over it. So carry on down here for a little bit, we get to another church, yet again in a field, away from everywhere. And then there's a path across from there that leads down to the sea. Not going to go in this time. Just want to get to the sea. But so distracted by the sea, I almost tripped over. We made it. Almost. And here we are. It's alright, man, to do that. At the seaside. We're at Pacton. It's taken about 2 hours in total to walk here, so longer than I thought, but it's been a fantastic, lovely walk. And to show you the sea now. You know when I said the North Sea's never blue? I was wrong. Because today, some of it is, not all of it. Some of it's still that lovely shade of greeny brown. But anyway, stopping here for a bit of a break, and I've got all the important things you need by the seaside. Flask of tea, chips, and a rather massive sausage roll, which I got from the Craft Bakery, Walsham, yesterday. I'm just covering all that up. There are low winter sun behind me. But yeah, I'll name the place because I already had a cake from there yesterday. It's really nice, and so I'll try and share this sausage roll a bit. It's a butcher's sausage roll apparently. And think of that, and some chips and some tea. Will fortify me for the rest of the trip, which isn't far. Anyway, I'm going to have my chips before they get cold. And then the final part of the walk was really simple, just heading straight up towards Mundersley. I could have taken the coast path which goes up over the cliffs, but as the tide was well out, I decided to walk along the beach instead. Here we are, Pacton Beach, heading up towards Mundersley, going north along the Norfolk coast. Let's look around with me in the way this time. It's just a couple of miles up the coast here, and it's feeling a bit colder now actually. Oh, look at my face. I'm not sure I've caught the sun, if it's just the light on it, but looking rather pink. So we'll see when I get back. It's just the wind blowing on me. Very gammon. Not quite sure. Let's leave the politics out of it for a bit. Anyway, come up here along the coast. Yeah, a couple of miles to Mundersley, and I can get a bus back from there to North Walsham. But this has been a really nice walk, so I'll give you some more shots of the beach. One thing you can see along this coast a lot is it's where very much an ongoing battle with the sea is taking place. Massive coastal erosion going on all along Norfolk coast, right down to Suffolk, down to Essex, even Walton on the Naze and around there. This whole east coast, basically every year you get stories of houses falling over the edge of a cliff which used to be about 100 metres away. And then again you can guess some of the power of the waves just by looking at here, because here you've got the sea defences and you see the size of the beach as to how much that tide must come in. Yeah, and it's a calm day today. But when you've got those big roaring waves blowing in off the North Sea, you've got winds blowing in from the north, ice cold, smashing against the cliffs there. It must be a sight to behold, but not from here. Well, here exactly you'd be under several feet of water, but even on top of the water in a boat you'd be in a pretty dangerous position. You can see along there just how much has been worn away, how little's grown back on top, and just how soft and sandy that cliff tops are. Okay, made it to Munsley. You wonder what the noise in the background is? It's this. I said earlier about the sea defences, well they're actually rebuilding the ones here. I could probably watch a digger playing with rocks for a while. Yeah, that's my old inner child. You get out there. Anyway, it was a lovely walk along the beach. It's a couple of miles, I think. Legs feel nicely worked out from it, which is probably not a great idea from running parkrun tomorrow, but oh well. Oh, that's okay. Norfolk station. This is obviously part of what they're trying to protect. Posing for the camera. Remember with your kid and used to play. Try that again. Remember your kid used to play with a digger in the garden, moving stones around. God, that must be so much fun. And I'm back and all done. I did want to get a shot in Mundersley, or just as some footage in Mundersley and then the bus arriving, but got my timing and my location a bit wrong and ended up having to run to catch the bus. So got from there back to Norfolk, picked up a cake from the craft bakery there. Look at that. That is a triple chop cookie dough millionaire shortbread, which looks like it's sugar on top of sugar covered in chocolate, which after a nice long walk is what you need. I've got some tea left. The guys are starting off the trimming over there, so I better wrap this up. It's been a great walk. I'll try and put some more details during the video. We'll see if I did that or not. And right, that's first full day of this little trip done, and we're back tomorrow for parkrun.